Hello stealth campers, and welcome to our second video of stealth camping. And we're at a place called Ongar Hill, which is on the banks of the great river Ouse, just outside King's Lynn. So tonight we're going to be sleeping at an old gun battery, which is just about a mile over that way from where we are now, and we'll give you some facts on that later. But this is quite remote out here. There's not really a village as such, but a place called Ongar Hill, there's no village, just half a dozen houses and a lot of farmland. And in the distance across to the right over there is the town of King's Lynn. You can see the grain silo there, which is quite a prominent feature. And up the river now we got one of the boats just left. There's two docks in King's Lynn, the Alexander and the Bentic dock, so I'm guessing the big ships come from there now. And he's heading out into the wash. There's the pilot, I'd say, there as well, heading out into the wash and off to tropical climes, maybe somewhere exotic.
Fantastic view, isn't it? Just we're so remote here.
20 minutes messing about with a drone that I can't get to work, but we will try again. We don't give up easy. We just like annoyed by technology. So we're outsmarted by technology. We've got about a 15-minute walk now.
Was about half a mile across track rutted.
Yeah, the old farm track with ruts and now big nettles as well. Hello stealth campers. We're at the halfway point between the car park and Ongar Hill gun battery. It's quite heavy going because of the weight of the packs, so hopefully another 10 minutes, less than that, we should be there.
Hopefully,
yeah, unless we turn our ankles in the ruts. So we've got the shopping though. When we get there we'll live like kings. Just got to get there first. Well, we made it after a 10-15 minute slog down the rutted track. We made it to the Ongar Hill gun battery. What you can see there is the observation tower. Unfortunately the roof's now collapsed, but that's where they used to watch for any German ships sneaking up the great river Ouse to invade England back in the early 1940s, I guess.
was there any ships came in, do you know?
Not that I know, no. I think the invasion was called off and Germany decided to invade Russia instead. They went the other way.
Right, we're gonna I'll give you a little look round.
So here we are, and there's a pillbox down there, a blockhouse, a bit of a parade ground, but we'll tell you a little bit more about it later on when we get settled.
A lot of this all this information and more is on the we believe they're called
Norfolk Mountains, I think.
Hoping dogs don't come along and nick their bags and run off with them. Did they say it's a magazine?
I think they said one was a magazine because it had a blast wall in. I don't know which structure it was.
What does a magazine mean? It's got some with ammunition.
It stored the ammunition there. So this Ongar Hill, apparently in its heyday, housed 300 troops, which is quite a sizable garrison, really. Does that class as a garrison, 300? I don't know, but 300 men were stationed here on the edge of the Ouse, guarding the port of King's Lynn to stop the threat of a German invasion. So we've got one of the pillboxes here. I think there was two pillboxes.
I'll just come back a bit. I'll just walk past. Oh, we come down. There's a walkway down here. There's some steps actually.
I think there was one, if not two, pillboxes, and they face inland in case they tried to sneak behind them with gliders.
Hello.
If you were on sentry duty here, you'd probably have your Bren gun or something poised, ready for the threat of invasion. The paratroopers landing, maybe.
Let's have a look for this one with the poo one. Here we go, here we go. Yeah, it definitely is a bit squidgy.
When the two guys from Norfolk Mountains come here to do the filming, there is the remnants of another structure across the other side of the bank here, which they found. But obviously in May, which is now, we're towards the end of May, things are growing up really fast, so old structures like that get overgrown really quick. So it's along here somewhere. And there's also some engineers' bricks where there was a bit of a parade ground. Yeah. I think that might be further up a little bit though.
So we've got the ooze, the grey ooze is up over in that distance, which is where we started from.
So the bank you can see here is the original sea bank. This is my understanding, the original sea bank, and then there was marshland the other side, but obviously they've reclaimed a bit more land since 1940s, and there's a new sea bank further out, so they got a new field that runs well, parallel to this. So Ongar Hill, as you can see in the distance there, was built in 1940 for the defence of King's Lynn. It housed two 6-inch naval guns which had an effective range of 4.5 miles. So there was the observation tower, which you can see there, where they'd have their binoculars or telescopes, and then there was two guns mounted, one gun either side of the watchtower, just to keep an eye of any enemy shipping trying to get into the river and a possible invasion. And then the pillbox here overlooks the farmland, the flat fen farmland across to our left, and apparently there was posts and barbed wire and that to stop any gliders or aeroplanes landing in the fields. When the when the Royal Engineers pulled out in 1943, it turned into a bit of a prisoner of war camp kind of thing, with the prisoner of war camp at Friday Bridge, with people coming up from Friday Bridge, which is 20 odd miles away, and working in the fields here, Germans and Italians, and it was sort of the hub for the field work. And then it was finally abandoned in 1948.
So this is, I would think it's just on that corner, just up there. Which is
we're looking for the
parade
magazine, is it, you think, or the parade square?
Yeah, the parade square, I believe.
So a lot of our information, like we say, comes from Norfolk Mountains video. There's two videos they did on YouTube with relating to Ongar Hill. One was for the battery itself, and the other was to do with a Wellington bomber and a Mosquito fighter which crashed out in the marsh area there.
H for Harry, is it?
H for Harry, I think the video's called. And the two guys went out onto the marsh area and laid a little wreath across for the deceased airmen, because there's no memorial or plaque out there. So they
which is a really nice thing to do, though. It's a touching thing to do, wasn't it?
So this could it maybe be the parade ground here now, or this is just some concrete pad where there's maybe an old farm building. I'm sure some history buff who sees this video could advise, leave a comment of what they think it was. Yeah, the real danger of coming this far from Ongar Hill battery, though, is that by the time we get back, the wildlife has attacked our picnic. we got nothing to eat tonight, having carried it for 15 minutes from the car.
So anything we could see was, yeah, this looks more like oh, I don't know.
These are the bricks they said about. These are the engineers' bricks, are they?
Yeah, that's what they look like, don't they?
Yep. So we got the evidence here of the engineers' bricks. There's some structure here. You can see them more clearly in the corner over here.
Can we get over there? Oh yeah, they're better there.
More defined.
Yes. Yep. Over here, isn't there?
It's quite a big area. But if there was 300 men here, they're going to take up quite a lot of room.
Yeah.
Thinking back to how much room we took up on our first camp, they probably need about 10 acres or something. So you've got a good shot there of the battery, the tower in the background. Obviously the roof has collapsed over the years. It wouldn't have been like a pent roof there. It'd be a flat roof, I imagine originally, and there was 3 floors in there. We'll go and have a look in there later. It is quite small in there and smelt of urine, so
not ours.
Hello stealth campers, on the way back to the battery here we come across the blockhouse which Andy, I think the guy's name was Ian, so I think it's Andy and Ian, discovered on the way back. So you can see you've got some walls there, and I think they said there was a blast wall in there, so it's a possible magazine, which is obviously where they store the ammunition for the 6-inch naval guns and I guess their rifles and that. But it's in very poor repair now, no roof, a lot of the walls are gone, but the basic outline of the building is still there, but it's very overgrown. Here we are back at the Ongar Hill battery.
So we'll just have a look. So this is the lane that if we just walk down, quite a nice little walk. I do believe the gates are locked at both ends.
So we're safe tonight, we won't get abducted.
No.
So here we are at the actual observation tower for the battery. There's 3 floors, as you can see, remnants of one of the window frames left, and like I said, the roof has started to collapse, but we're now going in. We did go back in, when we visited the site back in February, we went in. It's not very savoury in there, but we'll just let you have a look around.
I've stayed in worse places. But, oh, here we go.
Oh, made me jump. So that was the pigeon taken off. Obviously you can see the 3 floors. It's probably about 10 foot square maybe, so not very big at all. It's got the sort of gun slits all the way around, and I don't know how many men would be in here at the time. I know when Andy and Ian were here, they spoke about electricity and generators and that, but they must have had some sort of telephone system or radio. That's some power up here just to function properly, I think. Wilson and Pike, maybe they were here.
Yeah, don't panic.
Don't panic.
So this is 60 years later, and we're now going to stealth it.
Is it 60 years or 80 years?
1940. Oh, sorry, yeah, 80.
80 years.
80 years.
80.
Yeah, you can't spell and I can't count.
80 years since the Dad Busters raid, which was the other day, the anniversary.
I didn't know that.
Hello stealth campers, here we're not set up at all yet. We've been sort of, I don't know what we've been doing, but procrastinating I think is a good word. So we've been so anyway, we're going to start with the drink. So we got some alcohol with us tonight as usual. So I'm starting with a Sipsmith London Light Gin and Tonic, ready mixed in the tin, and I have my gin glass there, and my ice cube slightly melted because I come out of my freezer hours ago. And what have you got there?
Right, this one here, for me, I'm going to try a Guinness cold brew coffee beer.
That sounds very nice. So we've got a nice fizz there. I haven't got any raspberries to go in there, or like I normally have at home. So there you go, a nice cold gin and tonic. So chin chin.
How's that? Is that right?
That's very refreshing.
Yep. This is what we got here. And I'm not really a big beer drinker or nothing special, but oh, sorry.
I think it shows.
you've got a bit on your leg. I'm sorry. Let's see what happens here.
Does the coffee flavour come through? He says he's not a big beer drinker, but I think that most of the can's just gone.
I'm thirsty. I think so. Again, I'm bunged up. I think I've had a bit of a cold. I tend to be bunged up a lot at the time with hay fever. Yeah, I find this drinkable. As you'll notice, it's a Guinness, and we do have 2 vodkas tonight. And the vodkas are, we have a salted caramel vodka, which is quite nice and sweet, and we've also got a chocolate vodka.
And where do they come from?
They come from the Fen Spirits.
Fen Spirits,
which is
our favourite distillery.
That is, yeah, because it's local, and they do some lovely stuff. They do gin as well, don't they?
They do. I've got a Fen Spirits Navy strength gin at home, 57%. It's kind of slightly rough around the edge, but one of those. Well, when I say one, I mean a double. Obviously, there's no point in having a single, so a double. One of those, and you know you've had it.
Good stuff. It's good stuff. Okay, so that's the Guinness.
Is it all gone? Nearly all gone. He was thirsty, wasn't he?
There we go. And that's the way you do it. Lovely.
I'm not going to dribble mine like you do. Are we live, are we? Live-ish. Okay, we've set up in the, I don't know, was it the blast house? I don't know. Anyway, we set up in this guard room now. There's a handy piece of brickwork here, which we're utilising at a table. I've cooked some potatoes here, some new potatoes, Tesco Finest, Jersey Rolls, I think they were. So they're now steamed ready. And we've got 2 trangiers lit. That one's just been relit again because it burnt for a whole lot of mess. And I'm now going to cook my Tesco Finest British fillet steak. I think it was £5 earlier at Tesco's. So I've got some steak, some mushrooms here, some seasoning, and a little pot of salad to go with it. So we're sweated a bit in there, but it's, so that's what I'm dining on tonight: steak, new potatoes, salad, mushrooms. I drank one of my other gins, so I have got left now my Bombay Sapphire with tonic and my Tanqueray Sevilla, which is the orange flavour one, which is very nice because it's got a really nice bitter orange taste to it.
We're now 11 minutes past We're 22:11, but it's 11 past 10.
Back, finish, you know, back to the back. There we go.
2 bananas.
Nice and healthy.
Yep. I've got some rolls. And what we're getting to is, we've got some Premier cheese. Again.
Over there, we got it.
Yep.
Oh, Tesco Finest, the vintage one, 4 cheddar beef burgers.
So what we're hoping is, I'll have a couple of those tonight. And we'll have a couple in the morning. I don't know how much chocolate I'm supposed to put in, but I'm going to put in that much. Oh hey!
Don't drop it. Tight.
Yeah. There we go.
Oh, we got one on.
I suppose I'll do 2, shall I? Shall I do 2 at the same time?
Yeah, why not? Yeah. Oh, yeah. Right, I've got a multi-cast, and I'm going to open up my Bombay Sapphire gin and tonic.
Oh.
And I've got my ice cubes are melting slowly, so they're in there. So we're going to have this as an accompaniment to my evening meal, which is more like a midnight snack now.
That's, well, we've got the actual time is 10:21. It's the 18th of the 5th, which is January, February, March, April, May. 18th of May, Thursday. It's 14.7 degrees and it's 10:21. And we've also got a couple of vodkas there to help ourselves in a while.
And that is the Ben Spirits salted caramel vodka there from Ben Spirits, just outside Wisbech. And we have the chocolate vodka.
Lovely, we are.
That looks, I don't know whether that looks good or not.
Yeah, that is quite. It just needs a little bit.
Probably tastes better than it looks. So my steak's cooking nicely. Mushrooms are definitely done. They didn't take as long as I thought they would. So if you look in the middle, it's still quite pink. I did watch a video the other day of Gordon Ramsay cooking steak, and he said when it's cooked you have to let it rest for a few minutes and that improves the flavour. So I'm going to take Gordon's word for it. He's the man who knows what he's on about.
That was the. And then I'm going to put a bit in there.
Is that a special design you're doing there, or is it just freehand?
I don't really know. They're Tesco's. They're the Tesco's.
Yeah, I bought Tesco. I think Tesco Extra Mature. They're in that bag there somewhere. But,
yeah. And then I'm going to try and put that. Most people, I suppose most people wait for that to cook, wouldn't they?
Like the cheese.
Yeah. So I probably won't.
There we go. Oh look, he's done that at home, hasn't he? He's done his practice.
No, I was just. That was the. Oh,
there we go. So we have here the Muck Stealth Burger, which is Tesco Finest Burger in a Warburton bun with a cheese square and a squirt of Primula, so it's sort of double cheesiness.
We're going to go. Just going to burn myself now. Just give myself a little burn. Always lick it with a frozen bit in the middle. No, that's right, I've put.
Gives it a bit of texture.
You've got to have a look.
So it's all nicely cooked. So we'll come back to the steak. Oh, sorry. Yep.
Tell you what, let us look. That's really nice.
Right, I'm going to get my steak out now. So here's the steak coming out. Gordon says let it rest for a minute.
Well, what does Gordon know?
It's resting. So there we go, we're resting. Come over there. Let's have a little rest.
Just having a.
Right, I need to go and drain my potatoes, ladies and gentlemen. Now my steak finished resting. I think most of the water, can you see them? They it nearly boiled dry anyway. There was some potatoes in there, a bottle of water, 500 mils, and and then one trangier full of meths, so it burnt that right through, like the potatoes just cooked into it. So I'm just going to go and tip this outside, and then dinner will be served.
Do you have horseradish or anything like that?
I meant to bring some mustard and then forgot it, so that's not good.
We did come out in a rush.
Even though we're running hours late, you know.
It's worse than the first one, wasn't it? We thought that was like...
A lot quieter here though than the first camp.
Yeah. I think the air is probably a little bit cleaner as well.
Right, so we've got that. Now we're going to go for the salad option. So it's peppery baby leaf side salad. Plenty of lettuce anyway.
Very good for you. Have to see in the dark. I know they say carrots do, but...
So we've got that. And we've got some...
Does your wife know you're spoiling yourself?
Salad dressing. We've got some be good to yourself, because my body is a temple.
Yeah.
Be good to yourself salad dressing.
Here we go. Are you cutting it or just, or just
Oh, there you
stretching
go,
it?
there you go.
Yep.
Sort of macheting it to death. Oh look, cooked very nice, I think. That mushroom was nice. There we go, so that's camp meal tonight. Steak, new potatoes, salad and mushrooms.
Lovely.
All cooked in the...
In this very delightful pillbox.
type military establishment.
Was it 60 years ago? No,
80
years ago. We would have had...
So 80 years ago there's 300 men stationed here.
Obviously not eating steak, I wouldn't have thought.
Corned beef probably, more than back then.
There's our bit on there. So we'll take that, which is the burger. Diddly do, diddly do. I put that bit on top.
This is all done one-handed.
Yeah.
There's a lot of skill here.
We're going to go for that one on that knee. We're going to put that one over because we've already got the primula in there. This is what I'm looking for now. Here we go. And I'm going to go.
As good as the first one?
Yeah. Be a little bit better with more cheese on, but it is nice. I'll give it a 7 out of 10.
That's a solid score.
Yes, sir. And I would have it again.
Well, you will tomorrow morning.
Yeah. I've never seen you eat so slow. Because you usually 1 foot there, don't you?
Alright, there's a thick bit of steak on it, it's really thick. It's cooked very well.
Yeah. So if I get this, a lighter.
What's the difference between that lighter and that Trangia flame?
I've got more control on this lighter. It's generally the bottom line. There we go. So I've softened it.
We're in, aren't we?
Yeah, straight through. And now.
So the wax is off. We got the wax off.
We're going to go.
Wax on, wax off.
Yeah. Here we go.
So we have the Fenland Spirits, salted caramel.
Look at this. This is.
Well, what's it smell like? Is it good?
I'm bunged up as usual. Can't really smell much. Can't really smell much at all. And we're going to pour this one in.
It's got a nice colour to it.
Did you want a glass of this?
Go on then, you're twisting me arm.
Are you on? Yep.
Yep,
Say when.
is that about, that's the measure, that's enough.
Yeah, that's it.
Crikey, that's a
Lot of water.
that's a lot of vodka there.
Don't worry, I'll catch you up in a minute. Okay,
Got a
what's
very
that?
nice sweet caramel smell to it.
That is quite sweet, right? Yeah.
Really, really nice smell. All sweets. Got ice in there, which you wouldn't normally have. There's probably the residue of slightly gin on there as well. That'll add to the mix.
I'll try and get away your light, actually.
Did we have that one last time?
No, last time we
We had
had.
the toffee vodka.
Oh, did we? I don't know. We had a toffee vodka.
Yeah, that's the only one we opened last time, wasn't it?
That's right.
So this is the salted caramel. To be honest,
Yep.
out of the two, I don't know. That is nice actually. That is very nice.
You think it's a little bit sweeter? Did you
Yeah, you could drink that without really knowing you're having a drink. What percent proof is that?
Right, the percentage proof on here, 26, I believe.
26. So it's got
It's the same as the other one,
quite
isn't
strong, isn't it? 26%.
it? Yeah.
I mean, if you're having that as just a sipping drink, yeah, you're getting the full strength. So no, that is nice. You could have a couple of them and
You wouldn't notice it.
Yeah.
I'll tell you, here we go. Just going to try a bit of this. It's a pleasant drink, isn't it? Pleasant.
Yeah.
They do pleasant drinks, don't they? They do nice.
There's a bit of a kick actually.
At the end?
Yeah, at the end, right at the end, you think, oh, that's really sweet. Like you can't really taste the alcohol, and then it just comes through at the end, the kick and the heat. I think.
Yeah, there we go. I just had a little wobble then, and that just gave me a little shudder. Right, here we go. And I'm gonna pour a little bit in there. Do you want to top up, sir?
No, thank you. I couldn't. I've had 3 gin and tonics and a rather large short, so and I've still got my other gin to drink because I don't want to carry that back to the car.
Here we go.
That is nice. Are you doing the chocolate one as well?
Not if you want. Not if you want.
It would seem a bit excessive to open two, wouldn't it? Ooh, a little bit chilly in here now, isn't it?
Yeah.
I wish they'd shut the door.
Yeah, so the overall outcome on the salted caramel vodka liqueur from Fen Spirits is
It's a thumbs up.
Yeah.
It's a 2 thumbs up.
2 thumbs up.
Two
Yeah,
thumbs up.
2 thumbs up.
On that tiger, 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 on that tiger.
Good morning, stealth campers. We've just, well, I've just woke up about 5 minutes ago, and I feel like I ain't slept for a week, but that's all part of it.
Being bitten, you've got a bite mark there.
Is that a bite mark?
Yeah, just it looks like
I might have been bitten. We heard, well, I heard quite a few things in the night. I think we both heard each other snoring during the night.
it. At various points. I'd just like to say all the rubbish you can see lying around, it was already here, the beer cans and things, paraphernalia on the floor. Obviously we'll take our stuff away, but it's a bit of a mess in here. Actually, people come up here for drinking and graffitiing.
There's a nice bit of graffiti there.
There's three good ones on the wall, and then obviously people with less talent have been in here and just
Made a mess.
draw smiley faces, but you know, there's some good ones.
Dipping this,
Just a dry stick you found on the floor, yeah? Dry,
Yep.
bit of straw.
and I've dipped this into the meths,
Yep.
and now I'm going to like this. Yep, and now I'm going to just dip that in.
Is that salted or unsalted
That'll
butter?
be salted, because I prefer salted butter.
Is that Country Life or Anchor?
It's the Goldie packet.
Gold.
I don't know what the Goldie packet one
Is
is.
that
Actually.
Country Life, isn't it? I think?
These are the beef burgers. I've got 2 beef burgers. As the other 2 went last night. Here we go. They're not sizzling away very loud. That's because we've got the flame restricted. Yeah, I'm going to take that out. Okay, so I'm now lifting it out.
We're going for it now. So the burgers are going back on.
Give that a
Same design as last night.
yeah.
2 square.
One on there.
So 1 blended.
Take the top of the roll. I'm going to drop it on. I'm going to turn it over so I've now got control of it. And I'm now going to put the top, which has already got the cheese spread, on top of that. Look at that. Get the cheese spread.
Primula's coming out again.
Another nice little dollop.
It's looking kind of moderately safe at the moment.
There we go.
Oh,
Hey!
hello.
We're going there.
Flambe burgers.
Let's just take them out of the way. Fortunately, we're in a very brick building.
With a lot of smoke in the roof.
I'm going to put this top over the fire. Here we go. 1, 2, 3.
Neatly done.
Which I can then put that on top. Let that burn out.
Hey, we got there.
Right, I've got the bottom. Is that the bottom part? That's the top part. Right, I'm going to drop the top part on top.
It's smelling like it's cooked.
It's
the non-stick is
right to
coming to
tree.
its own. Oh, nice.
There we go. Look at
We
that.
got some nice crust on it.
And yeah, it's definitely.
Definitely cooked.
Here we go. You can see that.
I don't know. Can it pick that blackness up?
Yeah, beautiful. If I can get my teeth for it. Oh, there we're melting everything everywhere. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to put that one down.
Yeah, because that's
Because
the hot one.
And this one's
That
called
was the first one.
Yeah. And I'm now going to take a bite. So this is the first one. Cooled down nicely. Let's have a. So we've got you got the cheese, the burger. Turn it over. You've got the
Cheese dripping out.
cheese primula.
It's dripping everywhere.
So if you like different combinations of cheesy stuff with a burger.
And the mark out of 10 is?
I would say 7.5, definitely. Unfortunately, I haven't got a cup of tea or coffee, because now would be the time.
We got orange juice. We got a.
Gonna try this one, yeah.
We got a McDonald's orange juice you could have with it.
Oh yeah.
This is genuine from McDonald's orange juice. I'm loving it.
That's lovely. That's very, very nice.
That washes down that burnt burger really well.
Well, this is the burnt one now. I picked up the.
Oh, here we go.
I put down the half one. This is the burnt one, and we can see how we go on. It's got a slight crispness to the.
It's like charcoaly aftertaste.
Don't do. I can taste a bit of charcoaly. Out of 10, a burnt version, I'd give probably a 6. Just keep going, see.
I think 6 is a very generous score for a burnt burger, personally.
And then I've got the non-burnt one.
So for more hints and tips on cookery, see Cookery with Carrot on our next Norfolk and Stealth video.
Don't burn your burgers.
Tesco extra, is it? No, just normal olive oil. Gonna just put a little bit of that in the pan. Crack it open, have a sip.
Vitamin C.
Very nice. Just going to drop them on there. Sound like there's much happening at the moment. But I can see flames underneath. So we know we're getting somewhere. Get a set for £35, which is, I think, is a real bargain.
I think the new price for the set is generally, I think about £100, maybe just over £100 for a new one.
So I did bring a bag of frozen hash browns now. I don't know what shape these are in now. Probably not quite as frozen as they were last night. Mashed browns they are now. Well, they've still got their shape.
Oh.
Pop one of them in. We're going to go pop 2 in actually. We're going to try and see how these cook up as well. There you go. Still. So these are McCain's. Not your supermarket. These are McCain's hash browns from the freezer aisle. I think it was £2 a bag. I think, or £1.80.
These generate some heat, don't they?
When they get going, they do certainly do. I'm going to just knocking that down a little bit now. I think we're about halfway there with the sausage patties. They won't take too long. Probably should have got the hash browns in sooner. It's starting to smell. It smells nice as well, though.
And this is all done with the Ongar Hill pillbox, which is situated close to the Great Ooze.
So in the 1940s here, there were up to 300 troops posted here, so there would have been a lot of breakfast cooked in the mornings, I think. So we've got some Tesco English muffins here. I've got a pack of 4 with me, but we're only going to use 2. They don't come pre-cut, so I did open them at home last night and yesterday daytime before we left, and I've sliced them through. And then I also, strangely enough, 10 Tesco mature cheese slices.
Magic.
Because if you're having cheese, it really needs to be quite a strong flavour, so you've got to go mature really. I think I'm good to go on my sausage patties, and my hash browns we're not even going to mention. Let's get them the final twist. I'm going to attempt to warm up the muffins a little bit on the bun before I assemble them. Pop them there. One, we're going to go for 2 as well, because we're growing lads.
Yeah. Well, we're getting fatter, isn't we?
That's not everyone who can do it.
No.
That's all I'll say.
We're not in an army pillbox, that's the
Right,
difference.
cheeses, ready to go. Obviously they're still in the wrapper, we'll unwrap them. Right, but we're going to start the assemblage section. So these are just warmed up a little bit. You see the steam coming off them? So we've got that.
Yeah, in there.
Just gently warmed, don't I? I'm going to go for one of those.
I see you're using an additional plate.
I did bring, this is my plate I have had on
Your steak plate.
when I've been camping many times. I've run out of space here. My hash browns are just finishing off nicely. By the look of them, they were finished off a long while ago. So the cheese is going on. Oh, wasting all that cheese. Number 2 is now open. And final touch, a rather crumbly hash brown on top.
As you can tell, we don't work in McDonald's.
Or on the side, maybe. I don't think they'd have us.
No.
Oh look, look.
Although they're quite happy with us, I think, as a customer, aren't they?
Yeah, obviously we are regular goers to that establishment.
And also to Costa as well.
Costa, yeah, Costa across the road.
We're quite
Where you
fortunate.
can get a fine cup of tea, ladies and gentlemen. The kettle has got the Nestle water in, so that's gone on there now. So that's heating through. So here we go with the McStealth sausage patty, cheese, hash brown in the muffin. Number 2.
The only thing you need now is a bib.
We do need a bigger table next time though. We need a bigger piece of masonry. There we are. Look at that. Crispy there, crispy, but fluffy on the inside. Could do with a bit of ketchup actually. Unfortunately we haven't got any, but it is very nice. The quality of the cooking on this particular stealth camp, I think we've raised the bar a little bit. So something to aim for next time. But no, it's very nice. That is recommended.
Do you open her up, or are you able to get open her up, look? Yeah, let's get a lovely look at that.
Steaming away.
It's making me hungry. Even I've had me breakfast. So there he is with his hash brown, his burger, his sausage burger, I believe, is that sausage burger?
The McStealth.
McStealth sausage burger. A nice roll, sitting in the pillbox, near the fields. I don't know if you can see. Actually, I'll just give you a quick
Luxury, it is luxury.
This is how stealth as life is. There we go. Look at that. Dribbling the rain outside as well. There you can see my tarp over there. So as we come into the pillbox, lo and behold, we've got the full cook-up. We had steak last night, a very nice steak meal he had. Potatoes, salad, nice big fillet steak.
Fillet steak, Tesco finest fillet steak.
And there he's got himself a lovely sausage McBurger, cheese slices, hash brown, lovely soft roll.
No ketchup. Very nice. So we got number 2 here with a slightly mashed hash brown, but tally ho, we're going in.
Is that filling the gap, or was the gap already full?
No, it's just as good as the first one.
Look at that. Bit burger, bit hash brown, nice soft bread roll, cheese slices. How many cheese slices do you have? Is that single or a double cheese slice?
That was just a single one.
Just a single, yeah.
Single in each.
Oh, we've got to walk back yet, and we've got half a mile to carry all this stuff.
But there's less than when we turned up.
Yes, inside us, isn't it?
So we're still carrying it back. Theoretically.
I mean, we're going to be walking on wet, on wet mud. That's going, isn't it? That's going. I'm just getting rid of the coffee remnants. I'm just gonna. I'll just show you a bit of the artwork in here. We've got a lot of the artwork which isn't very arty, and even though I don't really call graffiti art, but I do like art, and that is, I think, very nice graffiti. Which is a tank and a soldier with a binoculars looking out, which is weird because the sea is actually behind him where they're liable to come in. But and then we go across, we've got another bit of artwork. I don't really know what that is.
I've just realised that I cooked one of my patties with the plastic still on it, so...
No.
Something got a bit chewy, so I've now taken that off. So,
How much of the plastic is there left?
well, probably not all of it, so slightly less than all.
Ah. That's
But
so I'd say mine was slightly burnt.
mine was protected by the plastic, so it didn't burn. So top tip, when you do your cooking, please remove all the packaging first.
I'm now going to get one of my little coffees out. I'm going to dump that in here.
So what coffee is that?
This is a Kenko.
Kenko's a quality, mate, isn't it?
Yeah, the coffee company. Sometimes we have Nestle coffee, Nescafe. On this occasion,
So Yorkshire tea bags. So let's have a proper brew.
yeah.
So Yorkshire tea. And as we've only got one small bottle of water, I can't quite fill the cup to the brim. And the carrot needs some as well, even for his coffee. So we're just going to go for half.
But as you see, I've got a little cup. Lovely, thank you. Oh, look at that, that's fantastic. Okay, that's it, I'm not greedy.
You could
I just
stir
want-
it with your spork, couldn't you?
Yes. Or I could actually stir it with me,
No,
with a cooking instrument.
I'd use
Would you?
too late. So overall, it's been an enjoyable experience. We were running, I would say several hours late, but was at least nearly 2 hours late getting here to start with, and then we just seemed to
Get slower.
procrastinate. We went downhill from there, and that was 9:45 last night when we started the cooking. So, and we were.
Was it dark we was cooking?
I'd come in because I needed to cook the potatoes because they took longest. So, and you were still outside, I don't know, doing what with your tarp?
Fiddling about
for ages. Yeah.
It seems that no matter how many videos I watch, I'm still not the expert that I thought I nearly was.
But that's nice because you always approach it thinking, you know, from a point of naivety that it's exciting still, rather than you're not know-it-all and you're blasé. It's always new.
Yeah.
So we're always learning. So if you've got any hints and tips for us, like don't make any more videos or anything like that,
That's fine.
please comment on the video. And if you like what we're doing, give us a thumbs up and hit that notification bell and be a subscriber.
We are Norfolk and Stealth, and this is the end of our second Stealth.
So we'll see you next time on our next video, which is the next number 3, which is
About a month or so it'll be.
a month or so. It's going to be nearly the longest day of the year, so we've got something special lined up for that. So we'll see you next time, and our next stealth.